Okay.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Admiral. Appreciate
Admiral,
that.
any update on the missing SEALs?
All right, Zeke, you want to reset us?
Speaker Johnson has made clear that they're not even going to talk about Ukraine until the border is addressed. And he's made clear that it's HR 2 or bust. So how's the president going to navigate that in today's meeting?
He's not. Speaker Johnson is not going to be the only person in the room.
You get done without Speaker Johnson and
I'm not saying we
Republican
can't.
support.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying he's not. You're saying if he wants to talk about something else like border security, how can the president manage the conversation? There will be other people in the room, and I think folks understand that there is a national security importance of having this meeting.
Can you sort of talk about how the president views humanitarian parole for asylum seekers? Does he believe that asylum seekers should be able to stay in this country until their cases are heard?
Look, I want to be, and I get the question, I just want to be super careful here because I don't want to get into what's being discussed in Congress. So I'm going to, not say anything beyond what I have said. Is like, I just want to be super, super mindful and not get into specifics and policies.
Basic principle of someone seeking asylum, does the president believe they should be able to if they have legitimate concerns?
Obviously, we've been very clear about that, but I just want to be super careful. I don't want to go into a rabbit hole about each policy and what the president supports or believes in, because there is
Why hasn't the president engaged in negotiations with the House? The White House has been on border security, on immigration. This negotiation statement is in the Senate, but obviously the House has to say here, and they are not happy with what's happening on the Senate side of things.
I mean, look, the House went home in mid-December.
Criticizing the House for going home improves your odds of getting whatever deal, should there be a deal in the Senate through the House. I'm just curious what the strategy is here.
Here's the thing, and I appreciate the question and I get the question, but Republicans in the House have been they've gotten in the way. They have gotten in the way when it comes to border security. They have gotten in the way and actually voted on pieces of legislation to take away.
He says there's a lack of urgency in Washington on this issue. Does your administration bear responsibility for that?
It is no secret for anyone that we have a broken immigration system, and it needs to be fixed. And it would be great if we could get some bipartisan consensus to do just that. And I think it's a tragedy that there are certain so-called leaders who are playing politics with this issue. Our first bill, the first bill right after inauguration that President Biden put before Congress was to fix our immigration system. Do you think that they've taken it up? No.
Last question, just Speaker Johnson says that he wants the border to be completed as one of his stipulations in this deal, or the border wall to be completed as one of his stipulations. What's the White House's response to that?
We're having a bipartisan conversation in the Senate about how we deal with border security. Going to leave it there.